Hello, welcome to our channel. So ang topic natin ngayon is still for electromagnetic subject, particularly on vector analysis pa rin or vector algebra. So part 2 or episode 2 ng topics natin for vector algebra. So kung hindi pa napapanood yung episode 1, ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo. So ito yung mga na-discuss natin. Okay, yung scalars, vectors. So again, yung scalars, quantities that have magnitude only. Yung vectors, quantities that have both magnitude and direction. Okay, discuss the field. Tapos unit vectors, yung unit vectors, magnitude of 1 unit only. Tapos, ito yung way of representing natin vectors. So, pwedeng naka-bold yung capital letters or pwedeng yung capital letter with an arrow. Tapos yung scalar, nire-represent lang natin as usual capital letter na hindi naka-bold and without the arrow. Tapos meron tayong mga unit vector usually represented by small letter A with a subscript. So yung subscript na to is kung saang direction along yung unit vector. So ibig sabihin nito, unit vector along A or unit vector in the same direction as A. Ang formula natin is yung pinaka-vector A divided by the magnitude. Yung magnitude, okay, it is denoted by the absolute value symbol. Okay, or kahit yung pinaka-scalar lang na capital letter A. So, yung rectangular coordinates natin for vector A can be written as this. So, component capital AX times unit vector AX plus component AY times unit vector AY plus component capital AZ times unit vector AZ. Or yung in terms of coordinates lang, that's using this symbol, okay, enclose nyo yung mga components AX, AY, AZ. So, pwede nyong i-graph or i-plot yung vector sa Cartesian plane or the XYZ plane like this. Okay. So, ngayon, kung hanapin nyo na yung general formula natin for a unit vector along A, so pinakita natin kanina na ang formula is yung pinaka-vector A over the magnitude ng A. Tapos kung yung vector A is represented as this one, pwede nyo nang i-substitute dito sa formula. Bale, unit vector along A is equal to the vector A, AX times unit vector AX, AY times unit vector AY, plus AZ times unit vector AZ, divided by the magnitude, which is ito, right? Square root of AX squared plus, parang mali to. Wait, correct natin. Mali pala ako nung sinulat ko dun sa part 1. It should be AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. Okay, correction. So ito yung formula natin for the unit vector in the same direction as A. Given that ito yung vector A natin. Next, meron din tayong vector addition and subtraction. So pag i-add natin yung dalawang vectors, so add nyo lang yung same direction. Okay? Bale, A plus B is equal to this one. Tapos A minus B naman, so subtract nyo naman yung same direction. Okay? So pwede nyo ring i-represent or i-drawing, illustrate yung sum of vectors using parallelogram rule and head-to-tail rule. Okay? Ganun din yung difference ng two vectors. Parallelogram rule and head-to-tail rule. Tapos may properties din tayo ng vectors. So commutative, associative, distributive sa addition. Tapos kapag multiplication, meron tayong scalar times a vector. Commutative din siya, then associative. Okay. Then we also discuss position and distance vectors. So yung position vector is with respect lang sa origin. Okay. Yung whatever coordinate given ka sa P, Ang position vector lang nun is palagi yung pinaka-coordinate mo na xy, mumultiplyan mo lang ng mga unit vector. So yung xyz coordinate times the unit vectors ax, ay, az respectively. Pero kapag distance vector naman, so isusubtract mo na, let's say, distance vector from P to Q. So denoted by vector R sub PQ. Okay, position vector RQ minus position vector RP. Yun yung equivalent formula dito. So susubtract mo lang yung coordinates, bale, XQ minus XP times AX, YQ minus YP times AY, ZQ minus AP times AZ. So yun yung displacement or distance vector. So na-discuss ko naman to sa episode 1. For clear lectures or explanation, panoorin nyo na lang yung episode 1 natin. So ngayon, magsasolve na tayo ng problems. Illustrative problems as promised. For number 1, if vector A is 10ax minus 4ay plus 6az and vector B is equal to 2ax plus ay, find A, the component of vector A along AY, B, the magnitude of 3A minus B, and C, a unit vector along A plus 2B. Okay, sige. Solve natin tong problem 1. So, given daw tayo ng vector A, 10ax minus 4ay plus 6az, and vector B equal to 2ax plus ay. So, meron tayong tatlong hahanapin. A, the component of A along ay. Sige, sa A muna tayo. So, kung yung vector A natin is ito, copy ko, ano daw yung component ng vector A along AY, right? E di, kung ano yung coefficient ni AY, di ba? Ano yung coefficient ni AY? Yung unit vector AY. Kasi di ba sinasulat natin yung vector as AX plus AY plus AZ. So, yung component ni unit vector AY is yung capital A sub Y, which is yung nakamultiply kay AY sa given negative 4. So, capital A sub Y or component ni AY is negative 4. Right? Okay, for part B naman, ano yung part B? The magnitude of 3A minus B. So, hanapin muna natin yung 3A minus B. So, 3 times A, ano yung A? Ito, copy natin. Right? Then, minus B. Ano yung B? Operate lang natin muna. So, yung vector B ay ito, copy. Ito si vector B. So, copy minus. Okay. So, distribute natin yung 3. 3 times 10ax, that's 30ax. 3 times negative 4ay, that's negative 12ay. Then 3 times 6az, that's 18az. Then minus, distribute nyo yung negative sign, 2ax minus ay. Tapos combine yung similar unit vectors. So sa ax, we have 30 minus 2. Diba 28 ax. Tapos sa ay, negative 12 minus 1 ay. So negative 12 minus 1, negative 13. Tapos affix yung unit vector ay. Tapos wala kang i-add kay az. Walang similar, right? So copy mo na lang 18az. Okay, so in other notation, kung gusto nyo, ganito na lang gawin nyo. 3 vector. Kasi yung vector A natin is ito. Lagyan nyo lang yung coefficient ng mga unit vectors. 10, negative 4, 6. So 10, negative 4, 6. Right? Then minus yung vector B. Okay, vector B is ito. Yung coefficient lang. Bale, 2, 1, tas 0 yung AZ. Right? So, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So, magiging ano yan? I-distribute nyo nga to. Okay. So, magiging 30, negative 12, 18. Okay. Then minus 2, 1, 0. So, sa kanya i-minus yung mga corresponding. So, 30 minus 2, negative 12 minus 1, 18 minus 0, which is vector 30 minus 2, 28, negative 12 minus 1, negative 13, 18 minus 0, 18. Or pag binalik nyo into yung merong ax, ay, az, 28ax minus 13ay plus 18az. So, same lang yung answer. Pero hindi tayo hinahanap, di ba, yung magnitude ng 3a minus b. So, ito si 3a minus b, right? So, ano yung formula sa magnitude? Square root ng sum of squares nung mga components. So, 28 square plus negative 13 square plus 18 square. So, gamit kayong calculator. Huwag tayo yan, pakita natin sa calculus. So, square root ng 28 square plus negative 13 square plus 18 square. So, that's approximately, what? 35.74. Approximately 35.74 units. Tapos, pwede niyong gamitin yung calculator nyo to compute the vector. Okay, halimbawa, input natin yung given vector sa calculus. Diba, we have 10ax sa vector A, punta kayo sa vector mode. Mode, vector, 8. Yan. Tapos, pipili kayo ng isang vector. Tatlo yung maximum. Vector A, vector B, vector C. So, si A muna tayo. Then, piliin nyo 3. Kasi may 3 components tayo, di ba? 1. So, sa vector A, input nyo 10AX. So, 10 equal negative 4AY. So, negative 4 equal then 6 AZ. So, 6 AC. Tapos, si B din, input natin si B. Si B naman ay 2AX plus AY. Right? So, shift, vector, 5. Then, dim, 1. Si B naman. Tapos, 3 uli, 1. Input nyo, 2AX. So, 2 plus AY. So, 1 AY lang yon 1. Then, wala kang AZ. So, 0. Yan. So, AC. So, nakastore na dito sa vector, sa calculator si vector A saka si vector C. Kapag pinahanap yung 3A minus B, pwede nyong i-operate. So, 3 shift vector A minus shift vector 5, 4 equal. So, papakita niya yung mga components. Diba? That's, ang sagot natin kanina is 28, negative 13, tsaka 18. So, 28, negative 13, tsaka 18. So, pwede nyong i-recall yung answer na vector, shift, vector, and 6. Okay? Pag hinanap mo yung magnitude, input nyo lang absolute value. Shift abs nung vectans. Yung huling vector na sagot natin, so shift vector 6. Close parenthesis. Ibig sabihin ng abs, magnitude. So same sa makukuha natin, approximately 35.75 units. Okay, for part C na tayo. Ano yung part C natin? A unit vector along A plus 2B. So, ang formula natin kapag unit vector, let's say A, along daw A plus 2B. Bale, yung pinaka-vector na A plus 2B divided by the magnitude. Right? Yung formula natin kanina. So, hanapin muna natin yung vector A plus 2B. So, that's vector A. Ano ulit si vector A? 10. Ito, 10, negative 4, 6. Then, plus 2 times vector B. Ano si vector B? 2, 1, 0. So, copy lang to, yung vector A, 10, negative 4, 6. Tapos, i-multiply nyo each term by 2. So, 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 0, 0. Tsaka nyo i-add 10 plus 4. Negative 4 plus 2. 6 plus 0. Okay, so magiging 14, negative 2, 6. So ito yung vector na A plus 2B. Right? Ano yung magnitude niyan? A plus 2B. Square root nung sum of squares nung component. So 14 square plus negative 2 square plus 6. So, anong value niyan? Square root ng 14 square plus negative 2 square plus 6 square. Lagyan na square. So, 2 square root of 59. Yan. So, bale, yung unit vector ngayon natin is yung nakuha nating vector na to, copy, divided by yung magnitude 2 square root of 59. So, i-divide nyo ngayon each term. So, ang vector, 14 over 2 square root of 59, comma negative 2 over 2 square root of 59, comma 6 2 square root of 59. Okay, using your calcu, so dito sa 14 over 2 square root of 59, approximately 0.911. Okay. Comma, so sa negative 2 naman, over 2 square root of 59, approximately negative 0.130. Then, comma, dito naman sa 6, palitan lang natin yung numerator ng 6. Approximately 0.391. 0.391. Or, kung gagamitan nyo ng mga unit vector AX, AY, AZ, 0.911AX minus 0.130AY plus 0.39YAZ. Okay, so pwede rin yung idirekta sa calcu. Okay? 'Di ba naka-store tayo kanina dito? Naka-store tayo yung vector A at vector B. So input nyo to. So vector A, shift vector A plus 2. Okay, vector B, shift to 4, right? Divided by, lagyan yung parenthesis. Sorry, hindi nakita. Ulit. So, input vector A, so shift 5, 3, plus shift 5, 4. Lagyan nyo pala ng 2 muna. 2 times vector B. Tapos, parenthesis, divided by, yung abs, kasi di-divide nyo dito, di ba? Sa magnitude. Divided by shift abs nung same vector. Vector A plus 2 shift vector 4. Okay. Equal. Yan. So, yung AX natin, X component, 0.911. Tapos, yung Y component, negative 0.130. Then, yung Y component, 0.391. I mean, yung Z component na pala to. Okay, next problem. Problem number 2. Given vectors A, AX, plus 3az and B 5ax plus 2ay minus 6az. Determine A magnitude of A plus B, B the vector 5a minus B, C the component of A along AY, and D a unit vector parallel to 3A plus B. So, dito muna tayo sa A. So, for A, hanapin lang yung magnitude ng A plus B. So, i-add muna natin vector A plus vector B. So, ano si vector A? Si vector A ay 1ax plus, so wala siyang ay. Lagyan nyo ng placeholder na 0, 0ay. So, 1, 0, 3, right? 1, 0, 3, si vector A plus vector B is wala naman siya, kompleto siya pala. Coordinate or components 5, 2, negative 6. So, i-add lang natin yan. Bale, 1 plus 5, 6, 0 plus 2, 2, 3 plus negative 6, negative 3. Okay, so yung pinaka-magnitude niyan ngayon is square root nung sum of squares ng component, 6 square plus 2 square plus negative 3 square. So, input sa calcu, square root ng 6 square plus 2 square plus negative 3. Okay, eksakto 7. So, 7 units. So, pwede nyo ring i-check sa calcu. So, mag-store tayo ng bagong value ng vector sa A tsaka kay B. So, shift vector dim 1, 1, 1. So, ito yung naka-input kay vector A. Nung huling value natin, right? Pero papalitan nyo na lang ng 1, 0, 3. So, 1 equal 0 equal to 3. 3. Yan. Tapos, yung vector B naman, shift to dim 2, 1. Ito yung huling naka-input na vector B. Palitan natin ng bagong vector na 5, 2, negative 6. Yung given natin. 5, 2, negative 6. Yan. Tapos hanapin natin yung absolute value or magnitude ng A plus B. Input nyo sa calcu, shift abs, shift 5, 3, plus shift 5, 4. Hanapin niya yung magnitude ng sum ng vector A tsaka B, which is 7. Same sa nakuha natin. Okay, yung part B, hanapin lang daw si 5A minus B. So, 5A minus B, so that's 5 vector A, 1, 0, 3, minus vector B, 5, 2, negative 6. So, multiply lang natin muna yung bawat components by 5. So, magiging 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 3, 15. then minus 5 to negative 6. So subtract 5 minus 5, 0. 0 minus 2, negative 2. 15 minus negative 6. Bale, 15 plus 6 na yan or 21. Or kung gusto nyong gawing yung may AX, AY, AZ unit vector. So, 0 AX minus 2 AY plus 21 AZ. Pero kapag 0, kahit di mo na isulat. So, pwede nyong i-check sa calcu ulit. Pag chinek nyo sa calcu, input nyo lang tong operation 5A minus B. So, 5 vector A minus vector B. So, 0 AX, negative 2 AY, and then positive 21 AZ. Yung part C naman, saan yung part C natin? The component of A along AY. E di, kung yung vector A natin is, diba vector A is 5, hindi. Naka times 5 na yan. Ito. 1, 0, 3. Or it's 1 AX or AX plus 0 AY plus 3 AZ. Okay? So ano yung component ni Y? E di yung naka-multiply kay vector AY, 0. So AY is 0. Okay, next. Dun sa part D, a unit vector parallel to 3A plus B. Pag sinabing unit vector parallel, parang ano lang din siya. In the same direction, pwedeng, kapag parallel kasi, so parallel daw kay 3A plus B. Halimbawa, kung meron kang vector A na yan. So, pwede kang magkaroon ng mga parallel vector kay A like this, right? Kasi they won't intersect. Kasi parallel sila. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng same direction as A, pero pwede ring opposite. Di ba pag opposite, lalagyan nyo lang ng negative sign. So, parang yung formula lang din to sa unit vector, right? So, ibig sabihin, hanapin natin yung unit vector, let's say A, na same direction as 3A plus B, which is 3A plus B over magnitude 3A plus B. Pero, sabi ko nga, pwedeng same direction or opposite direction. So, lalagyan nyo to ng plus minus. Etong plus minus para both same and opposite direction yung mako-consider natin. Okay, edi hanapin muna natin si 3A plus B. So, 3 times vector A, ano si vector A ulit? 1, 0, 3. Then, plus vector B, which is 5 to negative 6. Yan. So, distribute lang yung 3. Bale, 3 times 1, that's 3. 3 times 0, 0. 3 times 3, 9. Plus vector 5 to negative 6. So 3 plus 5, 8. 0 plus 2, 2. 9 plus negative 6, positive 3. So ito yung vector 3A plus B. Okay? Pag kinuha nyo yung magnitude, so square root ng sum of squares ng components, so 8 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So square root ng 8 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. square root of 77. So therefore, yung unit vector natin is etong pinaka-vector natin na yan divided by yung magnitude na square root of 77. Tas meron lang plus minus sa unahan. So ibig sabihin, plus minus, di-divide nyo ngayon yung each component by square root of 77. So 8 over square root of 77, comma 2 over square root of 77, comma 3 over square root of 77. Pag kinuha nyo sa calcu, so 8 over square root of 77, approximately plus minus 0.912, comma 2 over square root of 77 naman, approximately 0.228. 0.228. Then 3 over square root of 77 naman, 0.342. 0.342. Okay. Tapos, lagyan nyo lang ng plus minus. Okay. Ibig sabihin, pwede yung positive nito and then negative nito, pwedeng maging parallel dito sa 3a plus b. So, pwede nyo rin i-check sa calcu. So, nakastore tayo ngayon dito sa vector A tsaka vector B sa calcu na to, right? So, input nyo lang yung in-input natin kanina. So, 3a, 3, vector A plus vector B, 4, and close nyo sa parenthesis, divided by absolute value, shift abs, nung same vector operation, vector A, which is 3. So, may times 3 pala muna sa unahan. So, 3 vector A plus vector B. Shift vector 4. Okay. Ito yung X component, 0.912. Y component, 0.228. Then, Z component, 0.342. Tapos, lagyan nyo lang ng plus minus. Okay, problem number 2. Yan, di ba? Okay, problem number 3. Points P and Q are located at 0, 2, 4 and negative 3, 1, 5. Calculate A, the position vector P, B, the distance vector from P to Q, the distance between P and Q, and D a vector parallel to PQ with magnitude of 10. Okay, so given points P and Q are located at 0, 2, 4, and negative 3, 1, 5. Calculate the position vector P muna tayo. So, di ba pag position vector, given yung coordinate ni P na 0, 2, 3, 4, automatic, yung position vector niya denoted by R, P sub P, is yung coordinates lang niya, which is 0, 2, 4. Lagyan niya lang ng mga unit vectors. AX, AY, AZ. Tapos add nyo. Or, 0 lang naman tong AX. So, alisin nyo na siya. That's 2AY na lang plus 4AZ. Or, para madali, gawin nyo lang vector na vector 0, 2, 4. Yun agad. Diba? Or, vector 0, 2, 4. So, next. Yung part B, the distance vector from P to Q. So, distance vector from P to Q. So, take note from P to Q. Starting point is P, papunta kay Q. Ibig sabihin, nahanapin natin is distance vector R sub PQ equal yan sa position vector Q minus position vector P. So, laging ganun yung formula. Kung ano yung subscript nyo, di ba, PQ, equal yon, mauuna yung pinaka-vector Q, position vector Q, minus yung position vector P. Okay? Pag kinuha nyo yung position vector ng RQ, yung coordinate kasi ni Q is, eto, di ba? Eto si Q. So, gagawin nyo lang siyang vector. Vector negative 3, 1, 5. Then minus, so alam na natin yung position vector ni RP. Vector 0, 2, 4. 0, 2, 4. Subtract nyo lang. So, negative 3 minus 0, negative 3. 1 minus 2, negative 1. 5 minus 4, 1. So, ito yung vector R, PQ. Or kung gusto nyo yung merong unit vectors AX, AY, that's negative 3AX minus 1AY or negative AY na lang plus 1AZ or simply AZ. Next, yung part C is the distance between P and Q. So, pwede lang siyang distance formula, right? Yung length ng PQ. Pero, kapag nakuha niya yung distance vector RPQ, same lang din yan sa magnitude ng RPQ. Or, equal siya sa magnitude absolute value ng RPQ. Which is, yung square root ng sum of squares ng components. So, we have, di ba, components is negative 3, negative 1, 1. So, square root ng negative 3 square plus negative 1 square plus 1 square. So, exactly equal to negative 3 square is 9 plus negative 1 square 1 plus 1 square 1. Square root of 11 units. Okay. Approximately, ano yan, square root of 11, 3 point, gamit kayong calculator, 3.317. Doon naman sa part D, a vector parallel to PQ with magnitude of 10. So parang yung yung part sa huling part ng number 2, ang hinahanap nga lang doon, 'di ba, ay unit vector parallel to 3a plus b. Ngayon, hindi siya unit vector. Meron siyang magnitude na 10, pero parallel din daw sa PQ. Okay, ibig sabihin, ang formula natin doon, so let's say vector B yun. Vector B is yung magnitude na 10, ita-times mo sa unit vector in the same direction as PQ. Okay, hindi to dot times. Okay, kasi kailangan parallel siya sa PQ. Right? Pero hindi siya unit vector. Kapag unit vector, ito yung direction niya, dapat same sa unit vector sa PQ, same sa direction ng PQ but magnitude 1. Kaso sabi hindi 1 or hindi siya unit vector, may specific magnitude na 10, so times mo sa 10 para same direction or parallel kay PQ pero meron siyang magnitude na 10. Right? So, pwede nyo rin para itong lagyan ng plus minus. Okay? Lagyan nyo ng plus minus kasi kapag parallel nga, pwedeng same direction or opposite direction. So, bali we have plus minus 10. Paano yung formula sa unit vector in the same direction as PQ? Diba? That's RPQ divided by the magnitude nung PQ. So, plus minus 10, ano yung RPQ natin? Nakuha na natin yun, di ba? Yung RPQ is eto, negative 3, negative 1, 1. So, negative 3, negative 1, 1, divided by, ano yung magnitude? Square root of 11. Right? Over square root of 11. So, pwede nyo i-distribute itong 10. Again, itong plus minus, i-distribute nyo na. Okay? O sige, itong 10 na lang. Sige, plus minus square vector, 10 times negative 3, negative 30. Then, 10 times negative 1, negative 10. Then, 10 times 1, 10. Divided by square root of 11. So, plus minus, so divide nyo each term by square root of 11. Negative 30 over square root of 11. Negative 10 over square root of 11. 10 over square root of 11. Okay, so gamitan nyo ng calculator. So negative 3 over negative 30 over square root of 11. Negative 9.045. Negative 9.045, comma, sa palitan lang natin yung negative 30 ng negative 10. Negative 3.015. Negative 3.015. And then, yung last, papalitan lang natin yung negative 10 ng positive 10. Alisin nyo lang yung negative. So, same. Positive nga lang. 3.015. So, yan yung sagot natin for part D. Part D yan, di ba? Part D. So, next, number 3 na tayo. 4 na pala tayo, no? 3 yun. Given points P, 1, negative 3, 5. Q, 2, 2, 4, 6, and R 0, 3, 8. Find A, the position vectors of P and R. The distance vector RQR, the distance between Q and R. So given points P, Q, and R, find A muna tayo, the position vectors of P and R. So yung point P natin is 1, negative 3, 5. Tapos yung R natin, 0, 3, 8. So pag hinanap mo yung RP, position vector RP, gawin mo lang vector itong coordinate sa magiging vector 1, negative 3, 5. Okay. So kung gusto nyong naka-unit vectors, that's AX minus 3AY plus 5AZ. Pwede rin. Tapos dito naman sa position vector RQ, gawin nyo lang din coordinate. So that's 0, 3, 8. Or 0AX plus 3AY plus 8AZ. So kahit wala na tong AX kasi 0 lang naman siya. So ito yung sagot sa part A. Next, for part B, ano yung part B? The distance vector RQR. So distance vector RQR is sa position vector R minus position vector Q. Right? So ano ba yung position vector R? Ito, di ba? 0, 3, 8. Then minus position vector Q. So si Q natin ay 2, 4, 6. So kung yung Q natin is 2, 4, 6, ang position vector Q is, gawin nyo lang vector tong coordinates 2, 4, 6. So ma-minus natin sa position vector na 2, 4, 6. Which is, so 0 minus 2, negative 2. 3 minus 4, negative 1. 8 minus 6, 2. So ito yung position, distance vector QR. Okay? Ito. Or kung gusto niyo yung may mga unit vector, that's negative 2AX minus 1AY or negative AY na lang plus 2AZ. Next. Part C, the distance between Q and R. So, nakuha na natin yung position vector QR. So, para makuha yung distance between QR, or length nitong segment QR, equal lang siya sa magnitude ng position vector QR, which is square root ng sum of squares ng components. So, negative 2 square plus negative 1 square plus 2 square. So, square root of 4 plus 1 plus 4, square root of 9 or 3 units. Exactly equal to 3 units. Okay. Problem number 4. Okay, problem number 5. A river flows southeast at 10 km per hour, and a boat flows upon it with its bow pointed in the direction of travel. A man walks upon the deck at 2 km per hour in a direction to the right and perpendicular to the direction of the boat's movement. Find the velocity of the man with respect to the earth. Sige, basahin natin. Situational siya. A river flows southeast at 10 km per hour, and a boat flows upon it with its bow pointed in the direction of travel. A man walks upon the deck at 2 kilometers per hour in a direction to the right and perpendicular to the direction of the boat's movement. Okay, find the velocity of the man with respect to the earth. So parang isa-sum up natin or hanapin natin yung pinaka-resultant ng vector movement with direction nung river kung saan same din yung direction ng movement nung boat. Okay? Sabi southeast. Direction niya is southeast tapos may magnitude na 10 kilometers per hour sa vector, right? With magnitude and direction. At the same time, meron tayong man doon na nagwo-walk daw sa deck at 2 kilometers per hour in a direction to the right and perpendicular to the direction of boat's movement. So, meron ding vector, yung movement nung man. Okay, may magnitude na 2 kilometers per hour, tas direction is to the right and perpendicular to the boat's movement. Hanapin daw natin yung pinaka-resultant vector nung man with respect to the earth. Okay, para mas ma-visualize, pwede kayong mag-drawing. So, let's say, kasi dalawa lang yung ano natin, di ba? Plain lang siya. Plain lang yung vector natin. It means 2D lang. Okay, draw tayo ng y and x axis. Tapos, 'di ba yung direction natin, north, south, west, east is ganito. North, south, west, east. So let's say sa origin sila nagmi-meet yung mga vectors. So yung boat natin southeast at 10 kilometers per hour. Southeast, sa saan yung southeast? Exactly 45 degree yan, di ba, pag southeast? Tig 45 degree yan. So, ito let's say yung ating vector for the boat. So 45 degree. Kasi ito yung east, ito yung south, right? Pag nilagyan nyo rin ng direction, north, south, west, east. Tapos, yung man naman natin, sige, lagyan pala natin ng magnitude to. Anong magnitude niya? 10 kilometers per hour. 10 kilometers per hour. So, ito yung magnitude, ito yung direction. Yung man naman, nagta-travel siya 2 kilometers per hour to the right and perpendicular to the direction of the boat. So, ibig sabihin, kung ito yung direction ng boat, perpendicular dapat yung vector or direction ng paglakad ng man. Sabihin, magpo-form siya ng 90 degree dyan. Right? So, ito yung magnitude 2 kilometers per hour. Okay? So, ano yung angle na yan? Diba, total nito is 180. 45, 90, ilan dapat to? 45 din. Right? Para 45 plus 90 plus 45, 180. Straight line. Right? Okay. Paano ngayon natin hahanapin yung pinaka-resultant? So, pag inad natin tong dalawang vectors, approximately by parallelogram rule, ito yung resultant. Okay? Let's say vector R. So, hanapin natin to. Okay, hanapin natin yung magnitude nito tsaka yung direction ng R. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng ng mga unit vectors, 'di ba? Etong vector na to, let's say vector ng boat tapos vector ng man. We can represent yung vector ng boat, direction ng travel ng boat as, so ito yung, meron dapat tayong component sa x-axis, tapos meron tayong component sa y-axis. AX and AY, right? Paano kukuhain yung component niya sa x-axis? We can have, kung ito is 45 degree, this is right angle. Bale, we can have component dito sa x-axis or yung AX direction is, di ba, 10 times cosine 45 degree. So, imagine niyo ito yon. Ito yung 45 degree angle. Ito yung ating right triangle. Hanapin niyo si AX, yung component dito kay X. So, ito, yung magnitude niyan is 10. So, using sine, di ba, cosine 45 degree is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Trigo. So, yung adjacent dito is gawin nating AX kasi component. Adjacent kay 45 is AX divided by hypotenuse which is 10. So, pag sinolve natin si AX, cross-multiply si 10, 10 cosine 45 degree. Right? Yan yung AX. So, bale ito yung AX, diba? Kapag ni-represent natin as Cartesian vector, yung AX, i-multiply mo pa kay unit vector AX. So, take note, yung sign, nasaan ba yung ating X component? Nandito sa positive x-axis. So, positive ang gagamitin niyo dyan. Dito naman kay Y component, ang gagamitin naman nating ratio, still same right triangle, sine naman. Sine 45 degree, that's opposite over hypotenuse. So, ano yung opposite kay 45 degree dito? Gandaan nga natin. 45 degree. Opposite sa kanya is yung AY, right? AY over same hypotenuse na 10. So cross multiply si 10, bale 10 sine 45 degree is AY. So yun yung AY natin. Ay anong sign nga pala? Nasa negative y-axis tayo or nasa fourth quadrant at fourth quadrant. So negative yung y component niya. So minus 10 sine 45. Ito yung AY. Pero dapat may nakamultiply na unit vector AY. So pag ginamitan nyo ito ng calculator, okay, ang masasolve nyong value dyan ay approximately yung 10 cosine 45 degree, 7.071 AX minus, so ito, 10 sine 45, negative 7.071 AY. Okay, kuhain na rin natin yung vector representation sa man. So sa man naman, ito yung kanyang vector. Try to draw a right triangle din dyan. So mangyayari ganito. Lakayan nga natin. 45, 90 degree. Ito yung vector nung man, nung movement nung man, 2 kilometers per hour yan. So ito yung AX, ito yung AY. So ganun ulit, bale yung AX is cosine, 'di ba? Yung magnitude ng vector 2 times cosine 45 degree. Tapos yung AY, sine naman, opposite, so 2 sine 45 degree. So bale yung vector nung man is AX niya is ito, 2 cosine 45 degree, tas lalagyan nyo ng unit vector AX. Pero take note of the sign. Nasa third quadrant kasi yung vector M. So negative yung X component niya. Nasa negative X axis. So dapat minus 2 to. Minus 2 cosine 45. Okay. Tapos, ito namang AY. So nasa third quadrant nga. So negative din yung component. Negative yung Y component. So minus 2 sine 45. Okay. Tapos lagyan nyo rin ng AY. So pag kinamput nyo sa calcu, yung negative 2 cosine 45 degree, negative 1.414. Tapos ito, ganun din. Negative 2 sine 45 is negative 1.414. Yan. So, pwede na nating i-add. Diba yung resultant R na to, ay hindi yan. Ito, yung resultant R na yan, isa-sum up lang natin yung vector B nung boat plus yung vector M nung man. Okay, ano yung vector B? Ito, copy. Plus yung vector nung man, ito, copy. So parang nag-add na lang tayo ng vector. So yung same direction, same unit vector AX combined. So 7.071 minus 1.414 AX plus sa AY naman negative 7.071 minus 1.414 AY. Yan. So pag ginamitan nyo ng calculator yan, so yung 7 0.071 minus 1.414. 5.657. So 5.657 AX. Plus ito, so magiging negative yan. Negative 8.485. So minus 8.485. Ito yung pinaka-vector ng resultant. So, pwede nyo ngayon kuhain yung magnitude. Diba? Ang magnitude niyan is square root nung sum nung squares nung component. So, 5.657 square plus negative 8.485 square. Sige, gamitan natin ng calcu. That's square root of 5.657 square plus negative 8.485 square. Approximately 10.2. Okay, paano naman yung direction? So, yung theta niya is arctangent lang yon. Okay. Arctangent, kasi ito yun, no? Ito yung R, ayan yung magnitude niya, 10.2. Kailangan may direction siya, pwede with respect sa x-axis. Hanapin niyo yung theta na yan. Okay. So, sa drawing natin kanina, diba ito yung B, ito yung S, ay mas mahaba dapat. Ito yung S, ito yung man. Yung resultant nila is ito, R, by parallelogram rule. Hanapin nyo ngayon yung theta na yan. Okay, yun yung direction. Ito yung magnitude. Yung magnitude is 10.2, right? Yung theta na lang, pwede nyo gamitin is arctangent nung AY over AX. So, arctangent ng AY is negative 8.485 over AX is 5.567. Arctangent ng negative 8.485 over 5.657. Okay, negative 56.3. 331 degree. So therefore, yung pinaka-direction and magnitude nung movement ng man with respect to Earth ay yung resultant is 10.2 kilometer per hour magnitude at so negative 56. Ibig sabihin ito, nandito siya. Tama, di ba? 56.31. Kasi kapag negative tayo, ang rotation ng angle with respect sa x-axis is clockwise. 56.31 degree. At kung gagamitan nyo ng bearing, this is south, this is west, this is east pala, sorry. So, pwede nating sabihin 56 degree, 56.31 degree south of east. Okay, ito si east. So, south niya, pa ganito. Right? Papunta siya south. South of east na 56.31 degree. Okay, problem number 5. Problem number 6. So, same parang application lang din. An airplane has ground speed of 350 km per hour in the direction due west. If there is a wind blowing northwest at 40 km per hour, calculate the true airspeed and heading of the airplane. So, meron daw airplane has a ground speed of 350 km per hour. Ibig sabihin ng ground speed, walang contribution yung air or walang friction, air resistance, okay? If there is a wind blowing northwest, yun nga lang, meron talagang wind. Sabi, meron daw wind blowing northwest at 40 kilometers per hour. Calculate the airspeed and heading of the airplane. So, maapektuhan ngayon yung original ground speed nung airplane. Okay, ng wind blowing northwest at 40 kilometers per hour. So, malilihis sa original ground speed and direction ng airplane. Nagbabago yon. Maapektuhan itong wind speed. So, pag i-represent natin as vector, sige, draw natin. Draw ulit tayo ng x and y axis. Positive x, positive y. Tapos, this is north, south, west, east. So, yung ground speed daw nung airplane natin, 350 kilometers per hour due west. So, ibig sabihin, going to the left, due west eh. Let's say, starting sa origin, ito yung vector nung ground speed ng airplane, due west. Okay? Na meron siyang magnitude na 350 kilometers per hour. Let's say, vector G. Ito yun. Vector G. Meron siyang magnitude na 350 kilometers. Ito yung ground speed ng airplane. Tapos, meron nga daw wind blowing. Ang direction naman is northwest. Pag northwest, exactly 45 degree yun. Dito. Okay. 45, 45. Okay, sige. Dito na lang with respect tayo sa dito sa x-axis, yung angle. Actually, dapat mas maliit pala. Sige, habaan nga natin to. Habaan natin yung G, yung ground speed vector. Tapos, medyo liitan natin kasi 40 lang to. Okay, ito yung, let's say, wind. Vector W for the wind, may magnitude na 40 kilometers per hour. So, pag kinuha niya yung resultant approximately by parallelogram rule, ganito. approximately nandyan. Right? So, pwede natin uling kuhaan yung mga components dito sa vector G. So, dahil directly to the left lang siya or west, so meron lang siyang AX component, right? Which is equivalent dito sa 350. Negative kasi nasa negative x-axis siya. Negative 350 AX. Yan yung representation ng vector G. Yung vector W naman, kasi meron siyang inclination, 45 degree, right? With respect dito sa x-axis. Bale, ang AX niya, sa same formula, whatever is the magnitude, 40. 40 times kapag AX cosine, 45 degree. Okay? Tapos pag AY, that's 40 sine naman. So, bale, vector W is yung AX 40 cosine 45. Pero, nasaan ba siya? Nasa second quadrant to. So, negative yung x component niya. Nasa second quadrant. So, lalagyan nyo ng negative 40 cosine 45 degree times yung unit vector AX. Tapos, plus yung AY 40 sine 45 degree, which is positive naman kasi nasa second quadrant, positive yung y component. Plus 40 sine 45, tapos lagyan nyo ng AY. Okay? So, ano ngayon yung 40? 40 cosine 45. Approximately negative, use your calculator, 28.284 AX plus, so same lang to, 40 sine 45, 28.284 AY. So, yung pinaka-resultant ulit na R is yung sum nitong vector G plus vector W. So, R is G plus W. So, yung G natin, copy, ito. Plus, yung vector W, ito. Copy lang natin. Okay. Pag in-add natin, yung same direction or unit vector, itong AX, so negative 350 minus 28.284 times AX plus 28.284 AY. Wala kang i-add kay AY. So, bali negative 350 minus 28.284. Approximately negative 378.284 AX, right? Tas plus 28.284 AY. So, ito yung Cartesian vectors, rectangular coordinates, ng vector R yung resultant. Hanapin natin yung magnitude. So, square root nung sum of squares nung x and y component. So, negative 378.284 square plus 28.284 square. Using the calculator, square root ng negative 378.284 square plus 28.284 square. Okay, approximately 379.3 0.34 na. Okay? Kilometer per hour. Yun yung unit natin, di ba? Okay. Tapos yung theta, arctan ng AY over AX. So, arctan ng 28.284 over negative 378.284. Arctan ng 28.284 over negative 378.284. Okay, negative 4. Negative 4 point. Pero, lagyan, it should be, di ba nasaan siya? Para with respect tayo sa x-axis, okay, pwede nyong lagyan ng absolute value. Kasi negative yung makuha natin doon. Arctan ng absolute value of 28.284 over, ito yung AY, right? Over yung AX, negative 378.284. Positive. So, theta is approximately 4.276 degree. Ito, with respect na siya sa negative x-axis. Ito yon. Okay? So, pag niredraw natin dito, di ba ito si G, ito si W, yung resultant niya is ito. Let's say R. Anong magnitude? 379.34 kilometers per hour. Tapos ito yung theta. Yung 4.276 degree. Okay? Or, kung gusto nyo with respect dito, ma-minus nyo lang 180 minus yung theta. Pwede rin. So, ibig sabihin, yung pinaka-resultant or yung pinaka-tina-travel ng airplane is merong magnitude na 379.34 kilometers per hour. Okay. At ito yung theta natin, di ba? 4.276 degree na ano yung bearing niya? North of, ito si north, ito si west. North of west. Right? Kasi ito si west, so pag ganun yung rotation ng angle with respect sa negative x-axis, papunta siya sa north. Right? So ito yung sagot natin. Okay, so sige, hanggang dito muna yung video tutorials natin for this episode 2, all about vectors. Sige, abangan nyo sa next episode. Try naman natin i-discuss yung different multiplication, different types of products or multiplication for vectors, like yung dot product, cross product, triple triple cross product or scalar cross product, and so on. So, abangan nyo sa next episode. Sige, so hanggang dito muna. End ko muna yung ating tutorial. See you on my next slide. Bye-bye.